Hey guys, Major Foley here, and we are up to the level Bad News. Now, I've just recently done my AOM marathon stream, which ended up totaling 16 hours. So I went from prologue to Place in My Dreams and up to War of the Titans. I did it all in one sitting with a couple of breaks, like not hour-long breaks, just like 5-minute breaks. I sort of regret it, but at the same time I don't. I'm trying to figure out how to export it to YouTube at the moment because I might have to do it in 2 parts because I don't think YouTube accepts a 16-hour video as far as I know. Anyway, we are up to the level Bad News. So we are invading Gargarensis' stronghold. Now, we are using 2 bases here because we get assigned 2 bases. You can link up your forces by destroying a certain fortress. However, we are going to avoid doing that. So when we go and assault Gargarensis' base, we will not be hit with meteors and rocks at our base in case our attack decides to fail. So we will be, of course, starting with this edition first, followed by the gold edition. And we will get started now.
This isn't... Chiron, have you gotten us lost?
Of course not. I've walked this road many times. I've never seen this before, however.
It's recent construction. The cuts on the stones are not weathered. It doesn't look like something your average bandit would build.
Where are the men from Mythology?
Within, perhaps.
Let's find out. Scout the area and find what resources are available here.
Alright. So we got Chiron and Acanthos and a lot of wood on one side, plus a temple. And then we got Ajax on the other side with a lot of gold and a lot of food. So we're gonna let the goats fatten up a bit, but we will be using them. Then we're gonna focus mostly on Ajax's group, and we're gonna push the enemy out so we can control some of the gold that we have. In the meantime, though, we're gonna eat the berry bushes up here, and we are going to destroy this wall. So we're just gonna have Ajax attack it. And we'll have the Toxotes support him, but keep the melee units behind, the Hypapists, or however you call them. Move our Acanthos and Chiron forward, and get the Labyrinth Minus upgrade from the temple. We are going to train a few Minotaur, we're not going to train many. And we want to get the Husbandry upgrade so the goats fatten a bit more. And our citizen villagers, specifically Greeks use villagers, they will grab food faster. Alright, so we only want 1 or 2 Minotaur. We don't need many more than that, really. Oh, looks like I wasn't paying attention and they sent a Minotaur out. That's unfortunate. You know what? We'll just attack the wall anyway. It doesn't matter if we lose too much human soldiers. We are going to be mostly training human soldiers in this one. We might support them with a couple of Manticore, because we will be going, not Dionysus. Dionysus has the Hydra. I think it's Apollo who has the Manticore, if I recall correctly. So we can avoid destroying the fortress, and we can just send our side over here to Ajax's side without having to worry. Now we'll start mining from this gold. We'll also build an armory so we can tech up. We can also build farms on this side if we really, really need more food. With the amount of wood we got, it's not a problem. Now up here, we're going to also wall off this section so we secure our own gold. And we're not going to go any further on this side until we destroy a fortress. Now to do that, we're going to need to get a couple of Minotaur. So we are going to call off trading villages on one side for now. Till we can get a Minotaur or 2. Now the berry bushes are nearly done down there, so we're going to just use these ones down here. We're going to send a few down here. Alright. Now we can send our Acanthos to the fortress so he can just start pelting it, along with the Hoplites. We want to send our Acanthos there first though, because there's I think 2 Minotaur? There's at least 1, I know that much. So you want to kill the Minotaur first. Just putting a lot more on food until we can get a couple of Minotaur, like I said. And use it to tech up. Okay, not Minotaur, just the Harpists. We'll go under the fortress so our Arkantos doesn't die. And we'll send the Hoplites over.
There seems to be plenty of wood in our area.
And we'll send the Minotaur over too. Alright, the food's over there's done. Quicker we can destroy the fortress, the quicker we can move forward with Ajax. We're gonna build a barracks here. You still can sometimes be attacked here, so just keep an eye out. We do start with guard towers though, which is pretty good. How far fat are our goats? They're reasonably fat, we'll probably be using them soon. Alright, and there's the militia. Alright, we get one more Minotaur, and then that's it. We won't get any more. And now we'll move back to our defensive position. Alright. We got plenty of food too, so we're gonna use some farms. Sorry, well, a lot of wood. So we are gonna take some villages off, because we don't need that much wood, and we're gonna put them on food.
A hero has fallen.
Well, which heroes fell? Arkantos. Yep, see, there's the attack. So we'll deal with that. Not an issue if we lose units. We got the Minotaur to help defend. And we got Pelters to counter the Toxotes. Oh, hello, there's the Hoplites from the other side.
A hero has fallen.
Yeah, the Minotaur will be fine. If not, we can always train another one. Which I think we will just in case. Alright. We'll retreat down to our guard tower. Start eating those goats.
A hero has fallen.
Now, I could use restoration, but I prefer to save it for when we go up to the main base. So much food gatherers, and I'm still so low on food. That's what happens when you use a food-based army. Alright, let's get our Arkantos back on his feet. And now with that fortress done, we're going to attack over here. There's a tower here we want to clean out. So we're going to do that. We'll use Ajax's special to eliminate any infantry that comes around. And we can also use our Harpists to counter the Hoplites, as well as the Toxotes. Right, you just destroy that. There we go. Now we can send the Toxotes in. Alright, we're going to stop training villagers for now because we have a lot. And by the time we tech up, we're going to have plenty. We can always transfer some onto gold too. Alright, we're going to tech up, and we're going to go with Apollo. So I was right, it is Apollo. Because you'll have the Underworld passage that'll let us transfer. Now, if you're worried about being attacked over here when we attack on the right, you can always wall off this passage too. Nothing saying you can't. I just prefer usually not to. We are going to build a bit more of a forward base up here soon enough. Don't forget your other economy upgrades too, not just your farming ones. So we're going to transfer most of these food gatherers that are on goats into gold. Now we'll get these upgrades too. We're going to need to break... Oh, there's a hero. Don't normally see that very often. We'll make a wall gate there, and we'll put a couple of towers too. Most of the time they're infantry, so they'll take a massive hit. Alright, so now we'll put... You left-click here to put one passage down, and you can left-click here to put another passage down. I would probably wait till you get rid of the Petrobolos though, don't do it just straight away. There we go. Because the Petrobolos can smash that thing very quickly. Just shift-clicking to select all the idlers and moving them to gold. Alright, getting again the economy upgrades, getting heavy infantry when we can afford it. See, we were just under attack there too. Alright. Well, the plus side of the Underworld passage, we can send our other troops the other way too. Try to protect it though. I think I'm going to have to use restoration here just in case. I don't want to lose that. They are very aggressive today. You'll see when I end up uploading my stream, the 16-hour one, that they weren't this aggressive. Alright. I want to build a barracks and an archery range here. Now you can waypoint your troops into the underground passage and they'll go there. So I'm just going to keep these guys here for defense for now. Gonna train a few more villages here. We're gonna get the armory upgrades to improve our troops. And we'll move forward with Ajax a bit. We'll get our heavy infantry upgrade. You can of course send more villages if you want to build faster. It's honestly up to you. You can upgrade your temples so they can heal. That's up to you. Again, I'm just gonna go Olympic parentage to increase our heroes' health. Now our units are going to be much more better at fighting. Now hopefully they haven't sent any more Petroboli. No Petroboli. Excellent. Well, they sent one on the left anyway. I'm going to get a few more on the temple, because I want to start training some Manticore. We can get rid of that archer range, and I think we should. They will have more, but it'll slow them down, which is the important part. Alright, so I'm going to get some archers. We're mostly going to train hoplites. We're not going to worry about the hipparpists. Because the Toxotes should be able to take care of them mostly. We are also pop cap now, so we are going to need to get some more houses. You can come down and build these houses for us. Well, we can only get 2 as well, which is not a lot. Let's see. Go on farms. I think we're going to need to get some more wood gatherers now. Alright, now that that's done, we can just fall back to our base. We don't have to worry about any more there. Alright, let's get that bow upgrade for our Toxotes. Alright guys, it's time to move forward. So waypoint up there. Ajax, go kill that Cyclops. And we might actually switch one to Hyparpists, so we can counter theirs. I mean, the Toxotes will counter them too. But I prefer to have the Rangers and then the Hoplites just tanking the damage at the front. But since these guys will kill Hoplites pretty quickly, since they counter them, you'd think the archers would counter them first, but you kind of need a mass for that, and I don't have a mass of archers right now, especially since we're pop capped. With the 2 town centers, we can also get the fortified town center, and we can get 5 pop per additional town center, which is good. Right, so we're going to send our troops over now, because we're pretty close to finishing this up. So now normally I'd build a fortress so I can get Petroboli as well. So I might send a few up here, build a fortress and a temple. And we'll send them back down to mine this gold over here. And I want to wall this off just in case. Even though I am not a fan of walling when I can avoid it. Alright, I'm gonna get... I've already got the last wood upgrade, carpenters. Yep, there it is. Don't forget we still also have a bolt of lightning. I'm not saving it for anything. You can choose what unit you want to use it to kill with. Alright, so we've got the 2 towers up now. They'll take care of the Toxotes easy. But if you're worried, of course, you've got the Underworld passage. You can send troops back. Alright. You need to go. They're still trying to chase the scout. Probably should get crenellations just to make sure the towers will hit. Alright, let's push forward. And then we will train a couple of Petroboli. We're gonna bolt a Cyclops. Funny how a Minotaur will knock a Cyclops over, but a Minotaur will not lift a Minotaur in the air and throw him away. Probably better off getting rid of the temple when you can, so they stop training the myth units. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some more wood gatherers for the bows. Yeah, we're nearly finished. Probably best to get rid of the towers too, if you're gonna stay here for quite a while, just so you don't lose your troops to towers. Get rid of the armory so that we got more room to maneuver.
A hero has fallen.
Where are our troops waypointing? Oh, we still got the bottom barracks training. We need to stop that. Alright. Do we have any more Petroboli? Nope. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's finally get the fortified town center upgrade, so we can actually support more pop. It's not going to be much more pop, but it'll make a big difference. We'll get another Petrobolos out of it. We're just going to destroy the fortresses. Getting rid of the barracks will stop them from training units. Forget about the houses, just ignore them. It's just going to give them more militia if we destroy it. No attacks back at our base. We'll get rid of our scout. We don't need our scout anymore. Who are our idlers? On your wood over here, guys.
A hero has fallen.
A hero has fallen. Hey, our second Petrobol's up. Now, you can actually cross to the other fortress through these rocks. Ooh, he might actually do the meteors to begin with as well. So just destroy them as quickly as you can, because he's going to wreck our economy if we stick around too much longer. Or shout out Cantos. There we go. Ah, we beat him before he declared anything. Not too bad.
They rush in red and purple, from the red clouds of the morn, from the temples where the yellow gods shut up their eyes in scorn. I will warn you, this once.
Enough babbling, coward. Come face me. Atlantis does not fear the likes of you.
It should. I have warned you. Continue to pursue me, and I will spare neither you, nor your city, nor your son.
So, I've noticed, especially when I was doing my long stream, they've seemed to have fixed finally the cutscenes. Because I remember when I was first just playing with it, the cutscenes would love, especially like on that level and where they belong, which is level 20, I think. It would always like cut into the ground on main sections. Even the final level when, you know, spoiler alert, Arkantos is, you know, ending the campaign, as it were. But yeah, that's it for bad news. We are up to Revelations next, which is a very quick level, but can also be a bit difficult if done incorrectly. So, but it's not too bad once you know what you're doing. It's just a lot of micromanaging, no base building whatsoever. So catch you guys next time for that one.